So right now I'm over by the pier at Fort Walton Beach, and the water's kind of rough out here today. There's actually some wave action going on. I see a guy out there surfing. That's surprising. And I think the sand is pretty much the same. You know, you got that white powdery sand all the way up these panhandle beaches here. All the way from Panama City up to at least this area and probably up to Pensacola too. Not sure if we're making it up to Pensacola because the weather's looking iffy up that way. So we might just explore from here back down to about the Rosemary Beach area, because I really like that Rosemary Beach area. Didn't really care that much for Panama City. So we'll be sticking around this little stretch of land here and exploring for the day. Check it out. Current conditions at Fort Walton Beach. Waves are coming in pretty hard actually. Water is pretty cold. I mean, to me, this water feels about as cold as I remember it over in LA and in San Diego. It's not too warm. In Miami, the water's significantly warmer. So that's a win for Miami, but it's also a lot hotter down there, so it's a trade-off, guys. Looks like the lifeguards are gearing up for a possible rescue over here. I don't know what's going on. I don't see anybody out there in trouble. Did you know that Santa Claus is a snowbird? Well, neither did I until I landed in Fort Walton Beach. In fact, not only did I see him here in Fort Walton, I saw him in a few other areas in Florida too, which I'll try to make sure I put in some future videos for you. Don't worry guys, I can make fun because with the way my hair's going, I'll probably look like that sooner than later. Now I tried getting this Baywatch situation on film, but the lifeguard just raced out there past the pier and he just sort of disappeared. So I have no idea where he actually went or what the rush or emergency was, but sorry, couldn't catch that action for you. Surfing USA, dude. This guy actually had a pretty good wave he was riding. I just caught the tail end of it. We got beach volleyball. There's this big complex here on the water with like a restaurant and maybe a store, a couple bars, stuff like that in there. Kind of reminds me of the beach in Santa Cruz where they have these big places on the water like that. Whew. Finally we get to a spot that's not so crazy windy. I just had to come out here and check out these sand dunes because this is one of the most beautiful things about this whole area in the Panhandle. There's a lot of natural beauty here. You see there's wild cactus growing there on the dunes. The dunes themselves are just beautiful to look at. They look like tiny little mountains. If anybody's ever been to Brazil, if you know Cabo Frio or Arraial do Cabo, it reminds you a lot of those areas in Brazil. They have a bunch of these big natural sand dunes over there with the white powdery sand. It's just gorgeous, guys, and the sand is just like this too. So it was really cool for Lizzie and I to explore this area. It felt like being back in Brazil for a little while, which obviously makes her feel like home, and I have nothing but good memories over there, so it was an overall cool experience. And just all this beautiful scenery going from Fort Walton to the Destin area here. We really wanted to go to that little beach over there, but we couldn't figure out how to get there, and we just wanted to keep moving and exploring the different areas. But definitely next time we're over in Destin. I decided to stop at this beach in Destin, Florida called James Lee Park Beach. And it's turning out to be a pretty decent beach day out here, and I'm kind of like stopping at a bunch of the different beaches along here. All the way from Fort Walton down to Rosemary, because since I drove through this area yesterday, I really want to explore the area between Destin and Rosemary Beach. I really like that area a lot, so I'm headed down there next. So I'm just kind of like stopping along the way, checking out these different beaches, seeing what they're like. And well, so far all the beaches seem kind of the same with the white powdery sand, which is really beautiful, of course. Yeah, I don't know, let's see how the rest of them all turn out, huh? Now I gotta say, my overall first impression of being over here in the Destin area is pretty good. You know, I like that things are pretty spread out. There's no high rises on the beach in this spot over here. You just have this cool little restaurant and boardwalk deal going on, and it just has a much more relaxed vibe than Panama City. Got a little restaurant here right on the beach. It's pretty neat. Not stopping to eat though. Lots to film, lots to see. Intermittent fasting, baby. Damn, guys, check these prices out. 2 chairs, 1 umbrella, 45 bucks for the day. Now that is expensive. I think they give them to you for like 15 or 20 in Miami. Jeez. It is pretty beautiful out here. It's a breezy day, but it's pretty hot and humid today, so it feels good to be out at the beach. Probably gonna jump in the water once I get to Rosemary Beach. Feeling like a good day to jump in for a little swim. Although those rip currents are strong today, so in and out. Beach is really happening today, and it's a Monday afternoon. I guess nobody works in Destin. There's more people at the beach by far here on a Monday afternoon than we have in Miami usually. Look at this lowrider. That thing is low. Definitely gonna have some kind of hydraulic suspension on that thing. I have more vlogs like this coming up on the Panhandle, but in the meantime, check out my next video on the screen, and I'll catch you guys over in the next one.